Hi, I am Joe, and welcome back to my channel Codecraft with Joe. Today we are going to talk about something that has been buzzing me around in the web development community, Firebase Studio. It's an amazing tool that promises fast, scalable backend for your applications, but it has some cons too. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the cons it has. Now, before we get into the cons, I would like to point out that Firebase Studio is a great tool for many developers. It simplifies a lot of backend processes like authentication, database management, and hosting. But there are some important limitations and downsides you need to be aware of before fully committing to it. Let's break down the major cons of Firebase Studio. First, limited query capabilities with Firestore. One of the first downside is the limited querying capability with Firebase Firestore. While Firebase Firestore is an NoSQL database that can scale beautifully, it doesn't have the robust querying feature of traditional SQL database. If you need a complex queries involving joinings, subqueries, or advanced filtering, Firebase might not be your best choice. With Firebase, you will often find yourself next to rework how your database data is structured to avoid performance issues, and this can lead to less flexible or less optimal code. Second, cost over time. Next up is the price model. Firebase offers a free trial, but once you start scaling up, things can get pricey. Whether it's database, reads, write, or storage, Firebase charges based on usage. For small projects, it might seem manageable, but for large applications, this cost can really add up. While Firebase is great for prototype or MVPs, for high traffic apps or apps with unpredictable growth, you could find yourself in a big surprise in your monthly bill. Third, vendor lock-in. One of the biggest cons of Firebase Studio is the vendor lock-in. Once you are using Firebase or for everything, authentication, database, storage, and hosting, moving away from Firebase becomes quite a challenge. If you decide to switch to a different backend or hosting provider down the line, migrating all that data and infrastructure can be a huge headache. Vendor lock-in can limit your flexibility. If Firebase makes changes to its price structure and policy, you are at the mercy. Fourth, limited flexibility in server-side logic. Another issue is that Firebase Studio limits how much you can customize your server-side logic. While Firebase Functions allows you to run code in responsive to events, they don't give you full control over the server environment. This could be a problem if you need more complex backend logic, dependencies, or long-run processes. If you have a high complex or custom backend, Firebase might not give you the fine-grained control you need, and you could quickly find out yourself constrained. Fifth, scalability issues for large apps. Now, scalability can be concern for large applications. Firebase is a highly scalable when it comes to users authentications and basic database usage. But if your application involves large data sets or requires intensive processing, Firebase Studio might not scale and as effectively as some other opinions like AWS or Azure. Firebase can run into bottlenecks with things like real-time updates, large queries, or processing in heavy workloads. You might eventually grow Firebase if your app becomes highly complex. Sixth, lack of advanced analytics. Firebase provides basic analytics, but it lacks more advanced, in-depth analysis feature found in other tools. While Firebase Analytics does a great job of tracking user behavior, it does not offer the same level of customization or detailed reporting as tools like Google Analytics or Segment. If you need details, custom reports, or more complex data integration, Firebase might feel too basic for your needs. So to recap, Firebase Studio is a fantastic tool for quick prototyping and small or to medium scale projects. But it is not without its downside. From limited querying and flexibility, potential cost, and vendor lock-in, there are important factors to consider before fully diving in. If you are working on a simple app or personal project, Firebase could be the perfect solution. But if you are building something large scale or complex, it might be worth looking into other options too. I hope this gives you a clear picture of Firebase Studio's cons. What's your experience with Firebase? Have you encountered any of these challenges, or do you have different concerns? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like button if you found this video helpful, and subscribe for more in-depth discussion and web development tools and frameworks. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.